Timothy Richard Tebow Kardashian. Nah, you can't make some of you try. The good vibes for Urban Meyer and the Jacksonville Jaguars came to a screeching halt this afternoon when our good friends Ian Rappaport and Tommy Pelissero from the NFL Network reported the Jags are going to sign Tim Tebow to play tight ends. Tight ends! You know, there was that one time when Tim Tebow was targeted as a pro, as a receiver, when he was hit in the head by a Mark Sanchez pass that one time. I mean, what are we doing here? Tim Tebow is 33, turning 34 before the start of this football season. He hasn't played an NFL game since 2012 with the Jets. He hasn't played in 9 years, and that was as a quarterback who couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. He couldn't throw the ball. Now, for what it's worth, I long argued there was a place in the NFL for Tim Tebow if he wanted it, and he didn't, in the NFL as a slash, a wildcat quarterback, slash H-back, slash tight end, slash fullback. But that requires work. He doesn't want to work. I long argued there was a place for him on the Patriots under Bill Belichick and on the Eagles under Chip Kelly. But remember, Tim Tebow was adamant he was a quarterback, even though, you know, he wasn't. And look, the Meyer connection here is everything, obviously. Tim Tebow was Urban's guy at Florida, won championships, amazing run. Tim Tebow deserves to be considered on the Mount Rushmore of college quarterbacks. He was a legend for Meyer in Florida. I'm not exaggerating that. A legend. That was a lifetime ago. And Meyer should know more than anyone. Tebow mania, the cult, is crazy. The singular focus in Jacksonville should be on Trevor Lawrence. Let him be the icon. Let him be the godlike figure. Let him be the locker room leader, the focal point of the press and the fan base. Let Lawrence be the one who sets the tone on the practice field. Tim Tebow is a celebrity. He's not a football player. He's a celebrity. He hogs the air. Go ask the Jets. Listen, I'm always honest with the audience. I was wrong. I thought it was going to work in New York because they had a plan to run the Wildcat under the late Tony Sparano. They didn't run it. It didn't work. And Tebow sucked the life out of the entire team. He was the focus of everything. Trevor Lawrence, I want you to think about this. He plays poorly against the amazing Colts defense. Just wait for it. Again, we're talking about Jacksonville, Florida, right? There are more Gator fans than Jaguar fans. Wait until Trevor Lawrence struggles against the Indianapolis Colts. Tebow, 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 Tebow. That's wild. That's irrational. But welcome to the cult of Tebow. How could you do this? Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne. Build something special after the Jags' great draft and offseason. Tebow is a reality show. He's a circus. He's a sideshow clown. I feel terrible for Trevor Lawrence and the actual football fans of this football team. That was the Knicks' best win of the season. That's not even remotely hyperbole. The last time the Knicks beat the Clippers in Staples Center was November of 2010. The Knicks are having an unreal season. And they scuffled a little bit on this road trip, and there's no shame in losing to the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns, but to show the grit and the teamwork, to beat the big bad LA Clippers and Kawhi and Paul George, that's amazing. That's a legit wow. The Knicks have 4 games this week to clinch the 4th spot in the Eastern Conference in the postseason, meaning a home court advantage in a playoff series. That's incredible. And while Atlanta is really tough, the Knicks will beat the Hawks. And I'm telling you right now, the Knicks are going to scare the heck out of Philadelphia in round 2 with a great opportunity to beat them. I'm telling you right now, they would absolutely go toe-to-toe with Philadelphia. Now, Derrick Rose, remarkable yesterday, tying a season high with 25 points, and he's been sensational since the Knicks traded for him. Reggie Bullock hit monster threes, as you saw on your screen, and they did it on a night where Julius Randle only had 14, but Randle was able to hit dagger, clutch, tough shots when it mattered. R.J. Barrett was so strong, making 4 threes. His outside shooting has been vastly improved this year. And I love what Tom Thibodeau said after the game about Randall. Don't judge the game by his points. He was superb. He also had 14 rebounds. He was distributing the ball, clutch shots, great defense. And look, it's not a coincidence that Randall has become a superstar under Tibbs, or that R.J. Barrett has lived up this year to being the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 draft, or that Rose is cooking, because the Knicks have outkicked all expectations because it's all Tom Thibodeau. The defense, the accountability, the ball movement, a culture of expecting to win. You can't stress that enough. The Knicks culture has been the worst in all of sports under Jim Dolan. Tibbs changed everything. He eradicated the stench. I love Quinn Snyder. I love Monty Williams. I love Nate McMillan. I love Doc Rivers. They've done amazing jobs this year. They're legit Coach of the Year candidates. But my guy, Tom Thibodeau, is the clear-cut choice. Nobody thought this was a playoff team preseason, let alone one that could host a round and win a few rounds in the postseason. That is textbook coaching. That is 2021 Knicks basketball. The Knicks are going to make the playoffs for the first time since the 2012-13 season. It's the most fun I've had as a Knicks fan in a very long time. How about my New York Yankees? 7-2 in the most recent homestand, closed out brilliantly this weekend with back-to-back walk-off wins against the Nationals. Giancarlo Stanton, remarkable, ripping the game winner against Brad Hand in the 9th. Stanton has been locked in, and that is absolutely huge. Gleyber Torres had an infield single on Saturday. That was the difference in extra innings. You see it right here. And listen, most especially, Gleyber finally hit his first home run of the year on Sunday. If he can get hot, look out. The Yankees have been playing a much better brand of baseball as of late. And the pitching is really everything. And Corey Kluber was strong again on Saturday. Herman the same on Sunday. Now, I'm going to appreciate the turnaround of the diehard Yankee fan, but I'm not going to crown him yet. Not going to do it. Yankees are off tonight. A huge series against Tampa, looming large, starting tomorrow night at the Trop. And the Rays, let's be honest, have owned the Yankees in recent years, including beating them in the playoffs last year, sweeping them at Yankee Stadium earlier this season. Luke Voit could be back, and that would be gigantic in terms of power source. And the Yankees will enter this series very confident, but this is a very important May midweek series. Remember, there's one goal for the Yankees this year, okay? And that's to make the World Series. That's the only way the Yankees will be and should be judged this season.